Okay, for this unit circle, I'm going to go ahead and do radians. I have already labeled my axes. Okay, I colored those. And then I color coded the middle of each quadrant. Okay, for pi, okay, or radians, you start at 0, just like in degrees. But when I get to the next axis, this is pi over 2. Okay, so that's half of pi, meaning that when I get here, that is an entire pi. Okay, so just like before with degrees, if this is 90, this is the halfway mark, you're going to take half of this. Okay, half of 1/2 is 1/4. Okay, so this is the same as 1/4 pi, so I'm just going to write pi over 4. Okay, so each time I get to one of these purple marks, I'm adding 1 to my numerator. This one starts off at 1/4. You can write the 1 here, you can leave it off like I did. It's understood that it's there. Okay, now the next one is 2/4. Okay, 1/4 plus 1/4 is 2/4. It's the same thing as this. Okay, that's 2/4. This is just reduced already to 1/2. Okay, you can write this either way. It really doesn't matter to me. Okay, the next one, okay, this is 2/4, remember, the next one would be 3/4. This one is 4/4. Okay, 4/4 is the same as 1 or 1 pi, or just pi. Okay, the next one would be 5/4. This is 6/4. Okay, you can leave it as 6/4, like I said before, or reduce it. That would be 3 pi over 2. Sorry for the crappy handwriting. Next one is 7/4. And then you're back to this one, which would be 8/4. Okay, 8 over 4 reduces to 2. So I'm just going to write 2 pi. Okay, so all the way around should get you to 2 pi. Now the next ones. Okay, you count the axes again. Okay, so I'm color coding those. The ones that I'm going to do now are these other ones that are on either side of the middles that we just did. Okay, so for each of these, it's 1/3 of 1/2. Okay, for these you're adding 1/6 each time. Okay, so from here to here is 1/6. So that's pi over 6. This one is 2/6. Okay, 2 pi over 6. Okay, this reduces. 2 over 6 reduces to 1 over 3. So this is just pi over 3. That's 2/6. This is 3/6. 3 pi over 6. Again, that reduces to pi over 2, just like it did when I was doing the fourths. Okay, 3/6. This is 4/6. 4 pi over 6. You can reduce that. 2 pi over 3. After 4/6, you have 5/6. Then you have 6/6. Okay, that's pi. 7/6. That cannot reduce. 8/6. That reduces to 4 pi over 3. 9/6. Okay, I'm not going to write that. It reduces to this. Just don't forget that. If you choose not to write it again, don't skip over it. Make sure that you're counting that as 9. Okay, 10/6. 10 pi over 6. That reduces to 5 pi over 3. 11/6. Okay, you should get back to 2 pi every time. I'm going to, because this is 11/6. This is 12/6. That's the same thing as 2. Okay, now, if you don't want to reduce them, if you want to go ahead and just count all the way around and then go back and reduce them, that's fine. However you want to do it is totally fine. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.